All right, how's it going? A little late today. Had some stuff to do this morning, so get to the stream just a little late here. That's all right. If you watch the stream this morning during the London session, then you see that we did okay. We did pretty decent during the London session there. We took an entry on our funded account, made 130. Let's see exactly what it is. Made $132 on that account. Not very much, but just kind of trying to get that one started there. And made $837 on my Apex Challenge account. And then we have the Top Step account pulled up here. Made $430 on one and $1,077 on the other there. So those are going to be the ones that we're kind of trading this afternoon. Seeing if we can't, may trade the Apex account kind of off the, not off stream, but off the screen. I'll let you guys know if I take any entries on that. Wasn't too sad about starting a little later today since it was non-farm payroll this morning. I don't normally trade those very well, so feel okay about missing that. Looks like we had a nice little blast up on the NQ at 8:30 there. A blast up and then a blast down here. I probably would not have done too well here. I mean, maybe once it kind of chopped around here for a little bit and it broke back through the VWAP here, that would have been a decent looking entry. Let's see if we can locate where the silver bullet might have been. Let's take a look at it and see here. So 10 o'clock is here. Oh, I'm sorry. 10 o'clock is here. So we sell off. We don't really trade back up into this gap. So you have a structure shift to the upside here. Let's see. Yeah, here. Then it trades back into this gap and we push out of there. So we actually just missed it. So your long would have been at 15,222.50 and it traded up to 15,260. So that's kind of the silver bullet there, if that's what you're looking for. Didn't really offer an entry on that down move that I can see. So trades up, shifts in structure here, breaks that swing high, trades back down and trades out of there. Let's look on the 1 minute chart. See if potentially there might have been an entry short. I mean, I guess technically, yeah, you could have, because this shift in structure down, this trades back up into this gap, and you could have taken a short. So 15,229 down to 15,179. This actually makes more sense. So I'd say that was probably the silver bullet there. That one makes a little more sense. since you're not really trading down into another fair value gap like you are trading up into this gap. So that would make a lot more sense there. Futures trader, how's it going? Long on NQ 15-23. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a great entry. 5 lots. You're looking for it to run to 72. Yeah, you got pretty good potential there for that. But just be careful with this bearish fair value gap here. You know, it could just be trading back up into that to kind of move lower. So just be careful. So if you're long from the 72, man, you're looking good. I'm sorry, 223. Long from 223. So you're up 20 handles. I'd be careful. This thing doesn't hold the VWAP. I would consider locking in 10. Do have a small volume imbalance here on the 3-minute chart, so may want to repaint that. But if you lose that VWAP, at least lock in something. Lock in 1,000 if you can. That'd be my thought. That's the only thing about, you know, taking these silver bullet setups. Like I said, I kind of believe this short would have been the better play because you have nothing. There's nothing down here holding it back. You know what I mean? You do have to get through this resistance here. Not saying this is not a good trade. Obviously it is. But as far as the silver bullet goes, that first one probably would have been best. Yeah, just be careful. You know how it is. It could trade right through this. I mean, you never know. I don't think that's a bad idea. That's where I would be targeting too. I mean, 72 is your first kind of swing high there. So, me personally, the way I trade it though, I probably, once it broke that 45 here, I moved to break even or even lock in some profit. I probably lock in 10 handles there. But I also move my stop too quickly. And we know we do that. So you can see what I took right here in the overnight. This was my second trade. 5 contracts, $1,000. This was the second entry that I took. I took the same thing on this one. I did take the silver bullet setup as well, but that was back here. This trade came after 4. But here's the overnight kind of silver bullet that I was looking for. I got short here at the 200 level, kind of targeting that imbalance on that push back up. So I got short right in here, and I just took like around 10 handles out of it on that first move down. You can see it traded back up into it here a second time and then offers more profit, but I didn't take that. Sat around and waited and waited. It finally broke through that 200. Was looking pretty bullish, so I took an entry there. Took a little drawdown, but had my stop here. And then profit up there. I haven't taken any trades yet this morning. Don't know how aggressive we'll be. We do have some room to work with, but there's kind of, you know, you also don't want to, you want to be smart. I want to put my profits at risk. Getting that move, that push up now. Looks like you might be right. Might get this push through the 70s. Erica Swanson signed up for Apex last night. That promo code was awesome. Did the 300K account plus 1,300 a day with 84% accuracy. Thinking in a month or two, meet the 20K goal. Wow, you went big, Erica. Great job. 1,300. Can't complain about that. 300K is a big account. But it'll be worth it once you get it to the funded level. Pushing through the 60 here. Let me get my other charts pulled up. Kind of got home and just logged on. I took my first trade in my funded account in the London session. I just took $132. It was like 6.5 handles. I knew it was going to go to 10 at least, but I was like, let's just lock in some profit on that account. So that's what we did. But yeah, if you can do 1,300 a day, let's see, 20K goal. Yeah, I guess that would be. Obviously, you're not gonna be profitable every day. I mean, maybe you will. I'm not. When they fund, do they take into consideration number of contracts traded as well as accuracy? No, neither of those are considered, so no need to worry there. You could literally be at 20% accuracy. They don't care. As long as you make the profit and you stay within the thresholds as far as your trailing drawdown goes and you hit the profit. So now they'll fund you. There's not really a decision. If you meet the profit target and you trade the proper number of days and you follow the rules as far as not trading news during the burst, you're good to go. Nothing to worry about. I literally, on my funded account through Apex, like I said, I got the profit, I think in 1 or 2 days. I think it was 2 days maybe. And then I just traded a single micro for the next five trading days just to log a trading day. And they funded the account with no problem. So I don't think you'll have any issues. No issues at all. I enjoy trading the London session. I don't know why, but I definitely do. We hit it last night with 4 accounts, all individually. Didn't even trade copy on those, which I don't normally do that, but I do want to start using the trade copier on both sets of accounts. I currently have 3 Apex Challenge accounts, and then obviously we have the one funded Apex, and then 3 Top Step accounts, all 50Ks. So ideally, I'd like to have 3 on each funded. Whether or not we can do that, we'll find out. You trade your own account, no drawdowns, no rules. You don't like the London because it's too early. Yeah, I mean, you're not lying. Especially that earliness hits a little different when I get a text message from my daughter at midnight asking me if I can take her to a dermatologist appointment this morning. It's like an hour and 15-minute drive away, and she's 20, but still doesn't want to drive herself in traffic. So I was like, great. So I got up at 2:45. I didn't go to bed until like 11:30. Got up at 2:45, traded until 4:30-ish, and then got back up at 6:30 to go take her, and just got home a few minutes ago. So the only positive thing about that is I did get Chick-fil-A. So there's that. We can look at the positives. This thing seems to just kind of be grindy right now, since we kind of looks like we had nice volatility this morning. I mean, I want to call it nice, but volatility anyway, either way you look at it. And then you got this one move up here. Like to see this push on through here for you, futures trader. Let's get above that 70. Get above that 70, push on up. Retest these highs, take you all the way up to 314 with those 5 lots. Get you on up there. Yeah, if you're looking at my overnight profit, you can see I only put 960 on there. That's because I put these trades on and I went to bed. I set my stop loss on my target and I went to sleep. It was always nice to wake up to extra profit. Let's see. ES can't decide which way to go, bouncing between -1 and +2. Traded with PFG about 20 years ago. Canon trading. Yeah, I haven't been trading that long, so I've never even heard of PFG. What is that? I'm not even sure what that is. What was I going to do here? Oh, yeah. So here's that other Apex account from overnight there. So we got 832 and then that one, or 837. And then 132 in the PA account. Woohoo! I'm okay with it. And, you know, I realize it's not very much profit, but just wanted to log a winning trade on that one just to start it off. Oh, wait. Yeah. Started off with a winning trade. Trading since 2000. Nice. Shorting, have a sell at 44.75. All right, so Erica's short and futures traders long here. Bankrupt, 12.50 round term commission. Oh, nice. Oh, it's actually expensive, but yeah, I'm sure they were back then. 2000's not that long ago. I graduated high school in 98, so we won't count the number of years, but a few. If you started trading in 2000, you either got started early or you're a little older than me. One or the other. I don't know which. Kind of basing here at this 50 level. Need to push through there strong. 99. All right, there you go. We won't say that you're north of 40. We won't mention that. It's not a bad place to be. Futures trader 51. That's not bad. My best friend is 58, so there you go. 58. And we get along just fine. That's the one that actually lives in he lives in Boston right now. I think I was telling you about that the other night. He lives in Stoughton. And I hear I think there is a Stoughton, Wisconsin as well, if I'm not mistaken. But that's not where he lives. Got a lot of scars from trading. That's all age means. Yeah, I mean, it can definitely scar you. There's no doubt about that. So you've been trading since 1999, futures trader. Hopefully you've started making money. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, Erica. I'm in a Discord. They kind of give out you know, alerts. I don't necessarily take them, but they did just call out a long on the ES. But with small size. So called out a long with small size. We're not taking it. Just because I kind of feel like it's just 50-50 here. Still could go either way. But got to get through this gap here. Oh, I mean, I'm not even looking at the ES. I'm over here looking at the... Oh, actually, the ES is looking a bit stronger. Yeah, ES kind of looking a bit. It kind of struggled to get above that 50 level earlier. If it can bust through this 50 level, it'll get going pretty nice. Let's see here. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, your current city. Futures trader. Used to live in New York. Struggle enough to sustain myself. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I like futures since I found it. My friend who lives in Boston, he trades also, but he mostly swing trades, stocks. Trying to get him into futures, but he doesn't listen. Dow is slowly climbing up. Yeah. You're not rich, not poor. Yeah, that's, well, I'm poor. We'll just go ahead and throw that out there. I have too many kids to have to be anything but that. 52.9 49 L2 ratio. It's kind of tough not to push the button here. I mean, this does look pretty bullish. I'd like to see it get through that 50 area strong, though. Chase that high a day. Maybe we might actually put this trade on. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we'll throw one on here. See if we can't get this pushed through this 54 area, maybe to 55. Stop really needs to be... Yeah, I don't like risking that much, but I guess that's what we'll do. I mean, I guess technically I could have waited for this to kind of give me a bit of a better entry here. Probably should have entered there in that 48 range. Yeah, I like my stop being here as opposed to here. Could certainly put it here or even here. But I feel like that's probably just a bit too close. So let's give it a go and see how it goes here. Risking, you know, basically 6 handles, which is a little more outside the range I like to be. 5 handles is typically my max risk on the ES. So risking 300 here. Yeah, he trades through his, you know, his 401k account or whatever it is, IRA. I think it's an IRA account. He's been doing it for years. He does quite well. Just, I just don't like having to find a stock and, you know, put in technical analysis on it and all that. I just feel like futures is just a lot easier. Well, not easier, but you're trading the same thing every day, right? Trading the same thing every day. So let's go get through 50 level strong here. Yeah, I didn't even think about it being lunch coming up. because I feel like I just sat down. But the pre-lunch run up, yeah, it's possible. If it gets through that 50 strong here, we may move our target up a little, but I'd like to see the NQ break that 70 level as well. This looks like this could work out pretty well for your entry there, futures trader. And this is looking pretty good. So far anyway. I do kind of feel like I'm in quite a bit higher than I should be, but that's okay. We'll risk the profits in this account since it's, 428 in the green. Even if we lose on this trade, we'll still end in the green, so it's fine. But I feel like it's going to push here. This is the only thing, like I was telling you about my patience with the ES. I mean, you can see NQ traded back down to the 40. We're already back up to 55. ES, we're up a point. It just messes with my patience so hard. It's better if you're already in the green, for the day, so. You'll bail out at any time? Yeah, that's me too. Let's see. This could be, we'll keep it in mind to snipe just in case. Yeah, that's true. Stop is pulled up. Yeah, futures trader, my stop would have been pulled up a long time ago, but I'm trigger happy with the stops there. You'll probably see me display a little more patience on this entry just because we're not risking, and we're up a pretty decent amount, at this point. So I guess what is it, about $2,400 total, something like that. So we can risk a little bit and not feel too bad about it. But on that entry that you had there off of the 23, like I said, my stop would have been pulled up probably once it broke that 40. Yeah, once it broke that 45, my stop would have probably moved up to 35, somewhere in there. Just to kind of lock in 10, well, probably you could put it at 33 at the VWAP. And then there's no way I would have held it through all this. I would have already taken some off, taken 3 off, 2 off, something, and left a runner or something like that. But I'm just not patient enough. Not patient enough. I mean, even right now on the ES, it's kind of hanging out right there at my entry. It's got me like, let's go. Let's push. The Dow is slipping. I don't really watch the Dow. I know that I probably should, but I don't. I just stick to the ES, the Nasdaq. I do watch the dollar. I just now realized that I don't even have that pulled up. Got one of my charts not pulled up here. Let's get it going. Yeah, dollar's kind of stair-stepping down. It's been stair-stepping down, I guess, since 9 o'clock this morning. I guess ES did just make it through a pivot there at the 50. So maybe turn that pivot into support and move up higher. I mean, we actually do got room up to the 59 on the ES there. So maybe I'll move my target up a bit. You're feeling good. I don't blame you. I'd be feeling good too. I'd be feeling good too. 5 contracts. I mean, you're up, 30 handles. That's $3,000. That's a nice winner. We're cheering opposite. So what you're thinking it's going to move down? No, you're thinking it's going to move up, right, Erica? Yeah, 2,500. That's nice. One trade. That's the dream. Take one trade. Make a nice amount for the day and shut it down. That's kind of the reason I like the London session. That's kind of what I do. I take one trade. For whatever reason, in the New York session, I feel obligated to take more entries. I don't know why. It's not because I'm streaming. I just do. 72.5, take profit target. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to get there. Certainly looks like you may be short. I mean, really, you might short sell yourself here. We could trade all the way back up into those 300s, but we won't get ahead of ourselves. We'll wait, see what happens. You can see I'm trying not to even look at this ES trade. Third trade, well, that's okay too. It's not bad. I mean, it is 11:44 in the morning, so if you've been sitting here since open, I certainly would have been pressing the button as well. Like I told you, this was a nice looking short between, obviously in hindsight, but on the 1 minute chart, it did offer an entry. Well, that's not a good look. Selling back off now. You took everything off. That was an interesting little pullback down there. Not quite sure. How's it going, Jeffy? Heffy? I don't know how to say your name, and I'm probably butchering that. Don't know if I'm in love with this ES entry now. Stops are in, futures trader. That's good. I'd like to see it push through that 70 level strong, though, really. It's testing it. It's trying to get back up there. I don't know. This is one of those things where it's kind of, this thing could sell back off. What to do? Probably will just reduce risk, move my stop up here to the 47 level. That puts me at, what, $200 risking. Is that right? No. Yeah. Kind of reduce risk here, see what we get. Erica, you took 26 trades today? You're already up $12,000 for today, futures trader. Great, man. That's awesome. I think the best day I've ever had is somewhere around there. I want to say around 10,000. But unfortunately, that was not in a funded account. So There you go. The most money I think I've made trading in a day, I don't know, probably like 22 or 2300 in like a real money account. Well, we've lost that much in a day too, for sure. Well, it's trying to push up here and see it get through that 52 level strong there. I think you might get this push through here. It kind of feels like it's about to go through those 70s. Feels like it's about to pop it. You know what? I probably should have taken an entry right there off the 40 on the when it traded back into that 40 area. I could have taken an entry there on the NQ. I really wasn't paying attention to that since I'm already in that ES trade, but yeah, that would have been a decent entry spot. Pushing those 70s. Let's go. ES is a lot more choppy up here. It was looking stronger at first, and it's kind of that 50 area has really kind of been a ceiling a little bit here. Where you got your stop at, futures trader? Yeah, holding good at 4. That's true. Like to see it push on through there. Like I said, I feel like my entry's probably a bit high, but that's okay. Nothing you can do about it once you're in the trade. Just kind of looking at this. I mean, could potentially even move my stop up to this level. You got this little swing high here that it's kind of been respecting. So if it trades through that, I guess we'll leave it where it's at for now. 15,250, not bad. Locking in 27 handles there. Come on, let's go. You can do it. All right, everybody, blow on the bottom of your screen up to make it go. So that's what my cousin says sometimes. Oh, blow on the screen. Let's go. You got to cheer it on sometimes for it to do what you want. Come on, 70, you can do it. Get on up there. I need to be cheering on the ES over here. That thing's not going. You just swear at it, Erica. Yeah, we do that. Well, we swear at it if it hits our stop. If it comes down and hits our stop unexpectedly or something, we might throw in a couple of swear words. Call it names. All right, it's going to bust that 70. There it goes. 71 and a quarter. You said you were at 72 something. Let's just see it hit 73. Take you out there. Oh my goodness. Come on. You got to get the energy to get through there for sure. Not in love with what's going on the ES over here. It's really struggling to get through that 50 level. I mean, it's struggling hard. You see NQ's pushing, but ES just not really going with it. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Helps the channel. I appreciate it. Hate to ask for that, but you know, we are trying to get to the 500 subscribers, and we're only in the 90s. So, got a ways to go. Yeah, not a good look over here on the ES right now. Kind of trading back down. Trading back down. Well, it might come from a stop. Let's see here. Do we dare move it down a bit? Maybe we'll give it a little more room. Considering adding a contract here, to be honest. I did kind of break through that area that I was talking about a second ago. Just wicked through it, though. The bodies did respect it. I don't know. I was considering adding a contract there just because the risk is so small. But if I was going to add, I probably should have added there at the 48s. You're open at drops at noon. 11. Retesting that 70 again here. I think I may add one here if I can get the fill at 49 1/4. So we'll see. Did it take it? There's 72, 73. Oh yeah, 74. Yeah, I'll probably take this off now because I don't think this is going to come back to this area. Push through that 74 area. Could keep going here. You do have a bit of a volume imbalance. Is that a volume imbalance? I can't tell. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess there is a small imbalance there at 80. That's probably going to at least push up to that 80 level, I would guess. Some liquidity sitting there as well. $37.84 this trade. Nice. Push back up to that 4. Yeah. $3,700 in one trade. Great job. I don't know. May take this off here. See, this is what I'm telling you. This messes with my patience. Because this could kind of zoom out a little bit. Yeah, we did take that liquidity up there. We do have that other liquidity resting there. We are trading through that gap. We'll zoom out a little more. I mean, yeah. Actually, it looks pretty good. Looks like we should be good through that 54, 55 area. And take that extra add off there. And I think I'm going to just take this off at 54.50. $200. We sweep this 52 area. May go to break even there, but we'll see. You're losing money too. Yeah, I mean, that happens. Nobody's perfect. Gonna have some losers sprinkled in there. A lot of people try to pretend that they're perfect, but it's just not the case. Or are you referring to the fact that it's still pushing up? So I think it'll repaint this 80 level. Looking at that 15-minute chart, you can see that. Oh, I was like, wait a second, that's not it. The 5-minute chart, you can see this imbalance here at the 80. That volume imbalance. I just repainted that. And that could be a spot, kind of a reversal. So I'm going to lock in $25. Comes back out and stops me out. Comes back and stops me out. That's okay. So I want to see this thing push back through there without revisiting this level. Needs to go ahead and push through the high a day if it's going to do it. We'll just go ahead and lock in 100. This is what I mean by moving my stop.
Stop filled.
There we go. I just locked in 100. I feel pretty confident it's going to move through that 54 level, but that's about all the patience I had for the ES there. All the patience I had. So probably left 100 on the table there. So I was thinking it was probably going to make it to 54.50. And the NQ is just still going. We might have sold too soon. Probably did sell too soon. But yeah, you are right. It did just cross over 12 or 11. Or 11 your time. Jason, my funded account's not up on the screen. It is off the screen, and I'm up $132. Yeah. Not taking any other trades in the funded today, Jason. I am only trading that during London right now. Yeah, sure would have been nice if I'd have been in front of the computer at this entry here. That would have been nice for sure. Now, I don't know that I would have held it through all this, because I probably would have just took 20 handles and been on my way. But, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now, why didn't you guys tell me not to sell? So you guys should have said, come on, man, just hold through the 54.50 here. I actually don't really see anything holding the ES back. I mean, it looks like it could go as high as it wants to go, to be honest. Don't really see much holding it back there. Now, it could turn back down. NQ could just trade up into that order block and kind of turn back down as well. So it could take the ES with it. Hit the high and flutter back down. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably right there, but only time will tell. Target was 54.50. Boom, we would have been filled for $100 more. Oh, feels bad. Feels bad. Guys, I told you my patience. Can't deal with it. I don't have patience. All right, let's see if the ES can continue moving higher here. If it can bring the NQ with it, get above that 300 level. Maybe chase the high a day there. Yeah, it looked like, I think I had said up through 59. We had room to 59 on the ES here, but we sold too soon. I think it's going to go up a little and drop at the end of the day. Could be. Get that Friday pump. That Friday pump going. I think the ES has room all the way up to 59.60. So, potentially. By the end of the day. Let's see. Let's just read. Okay. You guys follow anybody on Twitter? I follow, I'll throw them up here, Adam Mancini, for my ES information. Just looked at this because I was curious as if I was thinking the same thing as him. He actually thinks it could go a bit higher here. So he's saying 67 to 73 is the next up where you got major resistance. I like him. He's pretty spot on his information on the ES. So you guys should check him out. Adam Mancini 4 on Twitter. He's not selling anything. He just gives, well, I guess he does sell like a newsletter, but I don't do that. But he just gives good information. $15,300 is the area to watch. Yeah, I think you're right there. Let's see. Looks like she wants it, to be honest. She's going for it. She's going to get there. I think the NQ is going to pop that high a day. Because if the ES can make it to 59 or 60 or even up higher than that, then there's no way the NQ doesn't continue to go. Feels kind of bad I closed the trade, but I let my impatience get to me there. I let it get to me. Oh, here we'll show you guys the barker. This is what you hear barking. He likes to sniff the mic. This is what barks at everything. All right, here, you press the button. Tell me when to enter. This is where I get my alerts from the Dotson. He's like, all right, put me down now. Boy, it wanted that 300 and got right to it and kind of turned back down a bit. Tapping on 300's door. Hey, just because I said you were the barker doesn't mean you got to start barking. Yeah, if this ES, if it trades all the way up to 59, I'm going to feel bad. So, thank you, Erica. Yeah, his name is Max, just your generic dog name. He's about 3 years old. He's stuck to my side 24/7. Wherever I'm at, that's where he's at. He's like a kid. I feel like we're either gonna turn down here at 300, which I don't think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna make it through there. How much room do we have here on NQ? Where can we go to? Let's look at that. Where can we go? Oh, relative equal highs there, but that's already been taken this morning at the non-farm payroll. Yeah, I don't see us getting up that high, but maybe. Yeah, maybe that 320 area could be. I just realized I wasn't on the 3-minute chart. This is the one I like to be on. So yeah, I'd say we sold quite a bit too early. At this point, we've left 250 on the table. Probably going to end up being 350. All right, here we go. Retesting through 300 here. I think we get this push through here, maybe to that 305, 310 level. ES looks like it's back to front running. Thanks, future trader. I like him. He's kind of unique. It's actually kind of funny. I got him from a breeder. Yes, I know it's the worst way to buy a dog, but we looked in the shelters and at the pound and all that, and just never could find the dog that we were looking for. And we went to the breeder, and she was like, "Yeah, he's half price because his ears have a little less hair on them. He is AKC registered, but his ears just have, a little less hair. So he was half price." So I was like, I'll take him. And then there was another puppy there that was a girl dog, and she was a red Dotson. And it was not his sister. They were from two different bloodlines. And I tried to take them both, but she wouldn't take $100 off. I didn't have quite enough cash to buy both. I was $100 short. She wouldn't take $100 less. So almost ended up with 2 Dotsons, but yeah, might have been overwhelming. So just having one's a bit sometimes. So we made it up to 44.58. I said 44.59. Still think we're probably going to touch that before or at least we potentially could touch that. Well, let's see if the NQ starts turning down now. The ES is kind of selling off a bit here. Maybe trade back into that 54 area. 54. ABC. Hmm. $44.53. So you're short from $44.53, Eric? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, it looks like it is. Well, the NQ is still above 300. I think we still see this push into the 60, probably push up into that 20 area on the NQ. Maybe even higher. Then maybe start retracing that a bit. I mean, a lot of times during lunch, we really pump. You know, you kind of pump out of there and got that liquidity at the 14. We tend to overshoot a little bit, so we'll see what happens. You're not taking any more trades today, futures trader. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. You are short, Erica. Yeah, I didn't realize you were short. I think you had said we were looking in different directions. But I didn't realize you were still short there. I mean, it'll probably turn back at some point. Not sure how much lower it'll go, though, because we had such a tough time getting through that 50 level, to be honest with you. And usually when it takes a good amount of time to get through there, coming back down, this is going to be pretty much a support area. So where'd you say you're short from? 53.50. Yeah, I don't know how much lower. I mean, I don't know that I believe it's going to trade below 50 again today, if I'm being honest. As you can see, we had this area right in here from this morning where it just could not get above. And now it finally broke through it. So it took all of this to get through there. So it's going to take kind of a lot to get back through it, in my opinion. I've been wrong before. I'm wrong all the time. So hopefully it does. I like to see it trade back down. I don't see how the ES doesn't take, or not the ES, the NQ doesn't take that 14 level though. Would imagine it should take that. Could just put in a lower high here and then turn back down. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Again, I hate asking for that, but trying to get these subscribers up. Retesting the highs here at 58 on the ES. Nasdaq trying to get back above that 300 level here. Oh, yeah. I'm wrong quite a bit. I'll look at something and be like, oh, it has to do this. And the market will say, nah, I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. I do what I want to do. And then you just say, all right, go for it. Go for it. Where do you have your stop at, Erica? What's your stop at here? I mean, if NQ doesn't take this high, then I think that you got a pretty good possibility. I mean, even if it does take the high, you can still turn down. I think if NQ breaks above 20, I'd probably be a little nervous about the top here because this could just keep going. All right, there's 59. So we knew it had room all the way up to that 59.60 area. Dow's down 14 points right now. So you do got a bit of a divergence there. If the Dow's down 14, ES is up 12, and the NQ's up 65. Not in sync, that's for sure. Let's look at the dollar. See if it's still selling off. Yeah. Dollar's still just stair-stepping down. Don't got one yet. Gonna work on this one. Yeah, I got you. Let's see. Well, reached 59 and a quarter. Trying to roll over here a little bit. Let's try this. There we go. I might play around with this new strategy that I was thinking about implementing. Might play around with it a little bit here. Not on this account, though. Let's make sure we do it on the right account. I don't want to take this trade on the wrong account. And I know I'll hit it on this one, 15,280. Yeah, I could see a little pullback into that 280 level. All right. Let's see. Lower low. May go ahead and take a few entries on this other account, another challenge account that I got, just testing out this new strategy. Let's see. All the way up to 59.50. This kind of feels like it might be. I mean, you could be right. Could sell back down here a bit before kind of continuing. We will have to see. It's definitely possible, though. Selling hard now. This might be what you're looking for, Erica. Pulling back down.
Order filled.
Trying a little scalp here on this other account. Just looking for $100. See if we can get it. Come on, push. Give it to me.
Order filled.
We'll take it. $97 there on that one. Yeah, I'm trying out a new strategy. Haven't perfected it yet, so I tried to trade it a little bit on stream the other day and didn't do too well. So, but I also didn't quite know what I was doing. I got a little more understanding of it now, of how it works. So we took a little $100 winner there on another challenge account. Nothing crazy. It's a scalping strategy, so really going to be taking, 5 points at a time. Starting off with just one contract. Moving back up here on the ES. The ES really, it's so strange. It just baffles me sometimes how it works. The NQ was front running, and now the ES is just taking the reins and says, "Nah, I think I'll take the lead." Yeah, you're right, Futures Trader. Bounced out of that 90 level. I think you said 80. I could have seen the 80 as well, because we do have a volume imbalance on that 5-minute chart at the 80. That's kind of what I was looking at. When you said that, I went back and looked, and I was like, yeah, I could potentially see a trade back into that imbalance. Didn't quite make it to it. I guess there was one there, too, very small. But that long, if you had held it through that 300 level, boy, that'd been nice. What would have been 83? No, I can't math. 77 handles if you had held it. Actually, more than that. 82 or 83 handles. So, hard to do. I don't blame you 1 minute for selling, because I would have sold much sooner than you did, for sure. No doubt about it. No doubt in my mind. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Let's see. Target's still valid. Yeah. You're short 1 minute NQ. You're just playing. Hey, you could be. 1 minute NQ. Where's it at? You're done for the day on futures trade. I don't blame you, man. You're up, gosh, like $13,000-$14,000. That's a good day any day, and it's only noon. So, are you going to trade the micros? I mean, that we do that too. That's what me and my cousin will do sometimes. We'll just to protect our capital, we'll switch over to the micros sometimes. Almost touched that 60 level there on the ES. Still failed to take that 314 there. Is this thing just basing here before it kind of blasts off one more time? Very well could be. So you're up $14,500. Nice. That's a good, I don't know, 3 months in one day. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Alrighty. Well, it's kind of basing here, this 300 level. As long as it holds that level, still could push up. I ate breakfast today and I'm still hungry. Still kind of hungry. Let's see here, pushing back above 301 now. It does feel like we're about to go. All right, I think I'm going to take a long here.
Order filled.
So long from the 02, looking for the 07, see if we can get it. Risking our profits here. Yeah, we hit the 60 finally. Might have took this trade a little too soon, but we'll see here. Might blast right through there. See if we can't get this move through the 07s. Gotta go if it's gonna go. Actually, I'm just gonna take the 05s because I think I got into this a little late. Not going fast enough. I want to just take it off here. All right, stops at break even.
Stop filled.
Yeah, stopped out for break even there. I'm sure it's probably going to go afterwards, but it's my patient. Yeah, this when you're trying to scalp it, you want it to go quick. And there's the 06. Target was 07. Probably going to get it. Yep, there it is. So this is, you know, that was me trying this little new strategy I got. I think this thing might blast into the 20s right here, just looking at this chart. I think we're about to just take off. Here we go. Right up into the 20s. Come on. You can do it. You got more. There it is. right into the 20s. Right after I took it off, it did that. I can see it building on the chart over here. No, I didn't want to fade you. I was just looking. You could just see here. I don't know if I can show you guys on this. Let me see. Can I? I guess I could. Again, this is something I'm new at. Not very good at it yet, but it's on the 10-second chart using the Heikin candles here. So it's kind of your A, B, C type setup. So A traded up, B trades back down, consolidation, starts moving back up. So you got hammer candles up, and then one big hammer candle. Once you see this larger hammer candle over these, that's kind of your indication that it's about to take off. But I closed my trade in here before we got that candle. Once we got that candle, it just went. I'm not very good at seeing these yet, these types of setups, so that's why I'm not kind of showing those on stream yet. But eventually, we will do this if we get good at it. So but that's what I was looking at there, if you were wondering. So high on the ES, we just made that 65.75 is the high there on the ES. I think Manzini said, what, 67? Isn't that what I read earlier? I think so. Let's look. Yeah, so on the ES, Manzini says 67 to 73 is next up. Kind of feels bad on that entry on the ES too, because when I took it off, we never were in the red after that. This thing's just rolling. Feels bad. I do think, I don't know how long you plan on holding that trade, Erica, but, probably will trade back down by the end of the day. But who knows? Well, still pumping up here all the way up into the 35, 36 level. Man, I feel awful there. I had that trade on and took it off for $5. Of course, my target would have just been 5 handles, so I can't feel too bad about it. Would have probably only got 5 handles out of it. Not skilled enough to leave on a runner. Take more contracts than one and leave on a runner, so. If you guys are new here, I do stream the New York session 5 days a week. Usually 9:30 to usually about 1 o'clock. We may go a little longer today since we started the stream later. We'll see. Also stream the London session, 3 a.m. Eastern, usually till 4:30, something like that. Here we go up into the 70s. Told you guys, Mancini's a smarter man than I am. I thought we had room to the 60s, and we had room quite a bit above that. So he's saying 67 to 73 is kind of where resistance is. You're swearing at your computer right now, Erica. All right. Hey, I can't blame you. Can't blame you there. Well, I should be swearing at mine. I mean, look at my entry here, you know. I just took a little drawdown. Almost added a second contract here, didn't do it, and then boom. We took 100. We sold at 52.50, and it's all the way up at 69.50 now. So I left 17 handles on the table on that ES trade. So I was going to say I don't know which one's worse, being in the red on the trade or leaving that much on the table, but I think I'd feel worse if I was in the red, so we'll go with that. We will go with that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like I said, you got that 67 to 73 is kind of your next target up. I think he was saying major resistance there. So, yeah. Says this is a major resistance area where we broke down yesterday. If it clears this area, the pullback is over. So he's saying if it clears 67 to 73, the pullback is over. This is where we broke down yesterday. I didn't even look. I didn't see that. Oh, I guess that is it. So you can see right there at 71, we traded up into that bearish gap and sold off. So he's saying if we clear the 72, 73 area, that will close that gap out. I mean, when you look at the 15-minute, that's pretty telling there. The ES is just looking strong. Let's just compare. 15 minutes on the ES to 15 minutes on the NQ. Pretty similar. I mean, nice 100 and from 176 to 336 off the bottom there. Definitely a nice rip up. No doubt about that. Nice rip up. $69.50. Kind of rounding off up here at the top, looking a little heavy, like it might start to turn back down. Really kind of rolling off right here at the top. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back now. I'm back. Still pushing up into the 70 here on the ES. Kind of, it looked like it was rolling off for the second there. Now it's kind of gaining steam here to go back up, retest those highs. What a move there. That lunchtime pump. You called that out there, Erica. You called out the lunch pump. So where do we start at? I mean, 1154. We're down here at 15,260. So we're almost up 80 points. Approaching that 72, 73 level there on the ES. Let's see what happens once we get there. See if this thing just keeps rocket shipping up or if it tries to turn down. Well, I've done that too, Erica. I don't know if you, I think you were watching the other day where I was like, I got short 5 contracts. I took it off for a $580 loss. And after that, it went down about 35 or 40 points. And after I took the short off, I got long before it went down. And I got stopped out for a big loss, even though I was actually right. Second guessed myself and then got it wrong. So it happens sometimes. I mean, you would imagine, I would imagine that we're going to turn back down at some point here. I do think 50 is going to turn into support, though. That's kind of what I feel like. But who knows? Who knows? Stock market does what it wants to do. I'm happy with my little $99 scalp on the other account, though. Try not to overtrade today, not push my luck. We may try 1 or 2 more scalps if they present themselves. Right now, we're just consolidating at the top, so either consolidating for that next big push up or the next move down. We'll see. Yeah, I do that a lot, Eric. I'll kind of psych myself out. Should I be short here? Because like sometimes you have 3 or 4 losing trades in a row and you're like, all right, I was going to do the opposite of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking long. I'm just going to go short because nothing's working, right? But then the one time you do that, you would be right. So kind of getting tighter and tighter here at the top. See if something happens here. I can't believe how hungry I am. I was planning on skipping lunch today, but I ate breakfast and now my body's just like, give me more food. All right, kind of starting to turn down here a little bit. Up here near the top, looks like we might possibly be rolling off. On the smaller time frames anyway. Oh, actually, I'm looking at the wrong chart. Let's see. My charts blinked off a minute ago and I had to resize them. Yeah. Looks like it might be turning down here just a little bit. Could just be some kind of small retracement before it gets the power to go back up. So let's see. Pulling back here into the mid-20s. You haven't eaten either, Erica? Oh, man. Too nervous? Oh, food will calm you down, right? Food will calm you down. All right, let's see here. Looking here, just watching. Being patient. All right, Mancini just came out with a new tweet. Let's read it. Fantastic follow through, and my final target for today is 67 to 73. 40-point rally precisely off 44.31 support. Lock in gains now. Trail stops. All bonus from here. Ideally, can base and build here before 44.87 next up. Bottoms in at 44.73 clears. 44.50 now support. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So yeah, if it sells back off, 50 is probably going to be, I mean, it might be the bottom. Already saying 50 support. Which is kind of what we already knew. You know, kind of looking at the chart here, you can tell that 50 is going to be your next support level. Yeah, on the ES, 50. All right. Yeah, I was thinking about taking that long entry right there, and I just could not pull the trigger on it. Had 325, looking for 330. Did not pull the trigger. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. Kind of feels like to me, whoa, what was that? That was a pump. Pump right out of there to the highs. Just a nice little blast out of there. Yeah, maybe just put your target in, Erica. Put your stop in and just go have lunch. Come back, maybe it'll either be one or the other. You'll either have some profit or you'll have the loss, but either way you'll know. Yeah, I haven't been eating breakfast this week, but today I took my daughter to that dermatology appointment. I just could not resist the Chick-fil-A. We passed by Chick-fil-A and I said, nah, gotta have it. Gotta have it. I am the type of person who can eat Chick-fil-A every day. Don't ask me why. Fits the diet. It's relatively, I guess it's not healthy, but you know what I mean. Fits the diet on the calorie front there. Here we go, making new highs again, all the way up to 338 on the NQ here. But yeah, as far as calories go, it's not too bad for you. So so see if she's got more pump in her here. Kind of feels toppy here, though. I don't know. We keep saying that, and it keeps going. But it does kind of feel toppy. Kind of feels a little toppy. I think we might sell back into this 20 level here on the NQ. Let's see what it decides to do for us. Kind of watching here. If you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe. Turn on the bell so you know when I post a video or I go live. If you are new, we do live stream 5 days a week. The London session, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern, as well as the New York session, 9:30 a.m. until we don't feel like trading anymore. So just watching here, kind of hanging out here at the top right now. Feel like she wants to pull back. Certainly feels that way. A little bit of a pullback. Pushing back up now. Like I said, feels like it might pull back into this 20. Well, let me see here. Yeah, potentially back into that 20 area. Yeah, this is probably going to retake that high again. That's what it's looking like. Maybe trade up into the 40. But let's just see. Let's just see. Maybe not. Almost got there. ES pushing through here all the way to the 72.25 area. Still pushing. Is going to take the NQ on up with it here through the highs again. Feels that way, but maybe not. Think about entering for a little scalp short here. But I think I might be a little too late to the party. Probably should have entered there at 33, but let's see. Don't like really taking shorts here just because of this could just go for the high. Yeah, that's what it's doing. Spiked right through there, 74.50 on the ES. This thing just wants to keep going. Kind of missed that one. Glad I didn't enter short there, because would have got wrecked. But I kind of misread it anyway. Futures trader R1. What's that? What's that mean? Still pushing up here. $343. It just won't end. Oh, one taking over. Yeah. $1 p.m. has hit. You're not lying there. Potentially could where's my 15-minute chart? I gotta zoom out on this thing. It's went up so high. On the ES, it does. We are approaching a down close candle, so we'll be interested to see what happens there. Let me pull up the NQ. This is a very nice run up. I mean, could we see 400 today? I mean, possibly. Your next, I mean, you can kind of see 392. Well, I guess your next resistance is kind of right here where we're at this 40-50 area. We zoom out. Oh, I wasn't paying attention there. Kind of missed an entry, but it's okay. If we zoom out, you can see this is where we kind of had problems at before. Kind of consolidated in this area. And see some resistance. No, that would have been 41. Yeah, kind of approaching this resistance zone here. You're right on that. So, the possibility of a turn down now. A little bit of a retracement. Yeah, I don't think shorting here is bad. This looks like a decent area. I mean, could go through here, but could trade up a little more, but it is approaching that pretty heavy resistance area. I'm thinking about taking a little quick short here too, but not just looking for the 5 handles possibly. Let's see here. Watching. All right, I'm going to take a little short myself, targeting this 37. Might get wrecked on it. Well, that one didn't work. We read that one wrong. I think I know what I did wrong there. Too short. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I mean, like I said, I do think you're right. We are kind of in an area of resistance now. No. But it does look like we're in an area of resistance. Of course, that doesn't mean it can't go higher, because certainly could. Kind of approaching that 50 area too. What goes up must go down. This is, mostly true. I think. You're probably mostly right. No, I agree. It feels pretty top heavy here. It may want that 50 level before turning back down. Let's see what happens. I'd like to see a strong dump here, maybe down into the, actually maybe all the way back down into the 20s would be ideal. Kind of getting some consolidation in this area. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You got your profit locked in there, futures trader. Micros are just fine. Like I said, it may want this 50 area first. Yes, all the way up to that 75 level here, 75 and a quarter. $4 down. Oh man, tough. I think you'll be okay. I think you'll be all right. We might see a little spike here through that 50 area, then potentially turn back down at that point. It's kind of what I'm thinking, but could be wrong. Didn't quite make it to the 50. Didn't quite get there. Yeah, I think this is kind of getting to the level to where, like we were saying, where you kind of potentially could turn back down, just zooming out. You see this area of consolidation here. That might not mean a thing, though. Where are you short from, futures trader? Must be short in like that 48 area. I guess maybe 49. I don't know. I'm with you. I kind of think we're going to get some retracement here on some level. Don't know how huge of a retracement, but I believe that we will get some. $45. All right. I was thinking about getting short at 50, but didn't quite get there. 49. I just thought about tossing in a short there at 50. A sell order. Seeing what happens. We shall see if it hits the 50. Might get wrecked on it, but we'll see. Well, I didn't quite make it there again. Down $1. Classic. You should probably close that trade then if you're down $1. I think you're on to something here. I think we might turn back down here. Or at least somewhere in this area. I think somewhere in this between 50 and 60, 65 area might be the top for the day. ES just kind of consolidating at the top. So is the NQ at this point. Kind of consolidating up there, just hanging out. Feeling weaker and weaker here. Kind of some indecisive candles here on the ES. Very small bodies. Mostly wicks. So it's kind of a indication of momentum slowing down. $15.37. That seems reasonable. Kind of choppy right through here. Elevator doors are closed. You could be right. Well, elevators do go down. Let's remember that. I guess there's no getting off. Maybe that's what you mean. Well, we're just waiting on something to happen here. Show us something. Kind of just trading in a range right here. Pushed up through that 51 level there, 50. So filled me short here at 50. Let's see what we get here. Stop's going to be at 60. Yeah, taking a little short entry here at 50. Just kind of a test out of this range. We'll see if this thing turns back down like we think or not. Targeting the 40 area for the take profit if we can get a little turn down. Roll over. Let's go. Roll on over. Looking for a little roly-poly. You got more. Show us that 40. Show us the 40. I'm a little conflicted about this trade because I don't necessarily like trying to find the top, but seems like a reasonable idea. With a strong move up, though, it could just go. We'll see. See if we can't get this pushed down. It's not the right direction. Nice little dump there. I like that. Let's put some candles behind that. Let's put some red ones together with that. Let's go. Put some red candles together. Just trying. $15.37. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Like I said, I'm really just looking for, if I can get 40, I'd be happy with that too. All right. Yeah, that's the wrong direction. Might be standing in front of a moving train here, but we'll see what happens. Need this thing to get below 50, kind of turn 50 into some resistance here and push us down. Kind of getting some indecision candles here now, so maybe this thing's about ready to roll over. Nope. The indecision was to the upside, apparently. All right. Yeah. Might get stopped here. Still holding. If this thing trades back to my entry, we may kill it. We shall see. Get a little push down now. A little miniature push down. Let's get some more candles printing here to the downside. Trying to tickle my stop there. Maybe it's going to go down. I don't know at this point. I might get stopped out at 60. I'm going to keep my stop there, and we'll watch it and re-enter if we got to, but don't want to risk any more than the 10 handles. But let's see if it trades back down. Potentially. It's trying to get something going here. Let's see, what do we get? Well, it feels like we're either going to rip down here or kind of knock the top off. Trying its best. See if we can get this pushed down into this 40 level. Would be ideal. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. You got more. Give me the 40. Give me the 40. Come on. Let's go. Trying to talk nice to it. See if it'll give me the 40 there. Come on. You can do it. It's your home. Go to your home. Come on, give me the 40. Quit playing. Didn't quite get to the 40, but close enough. Good calls, futures trader. I took it off right there at the, where did I sell it? 41.50. I was trailing it down, trailing my stop down there, trying to give it room to get to the 40. I think it's going to get there, but I didn't hold it through that. Kind of took it off there. For a little 8.5 handles. Kind of sweated on that one, though. Not going to lie. A little bit of a sweat. Oh, I just now realized I didn't even have that account pulled up over there for you guys. That's all right. Made a little $155 on that. Coming into the 2 o'clock hour here. Does feel like this thing. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Did me dirty. There it is. There's the 37s. Knew it was coming, but just couldn't hold it. ES selling back down here too. Yeah, this thing really, I mean, I was watching the 10-second chart here, and you can see it just really started to roll here. So once we started rolling back down, I felt like we were okay. But still just didn't hold it through the entire move there. Be my luck now, it's going to sell all the way back down to like the VWAP or something. It's like 100 points down. So... oh. Yeah, 2 o'clock coming up here. Kind of see what we get. That was not a I don't know. I guess I could have been a little more patient on that entry. We took about 9.75 points of drawdown. I had my stop at 15,360. It came one tick from my stop. One tick away. One tick away. That's not a trade that I normally would take. Kind of a range trade there. Like you said, just seeing where resistance should be. Didn't think based on the 15-minute chart that we would trade above 70 at worst, but you could kind of draw, you know, a resistance box right here if you wanted to do, and then 60 would have kind of been the top of the channel in that area. So probably not the greatest of entries, but hey, it worked in the long run. We didn't move our stop, left it where it needed to be, and made the trade work for us. So there you go. With futures trader help. So yeah, no, I don't blame you for being done. I don't know. I mean, we'll look and see if we find any more entries. See what we find, but kind of had to sweat on that one a little bit. Sunday will be an up day. Yeah, I like Sunday night in the London session. Are you going to trade the 6 o'clock open on Sunday? Futures trader. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Can't talk for me. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. We do stream live 5 days a week. New York and London. New York session around 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and London 3 a.m. Eastern. So if you're interested in joining us, we'd like to see you there. It's Monday. Yeah, potentially. I'd like to see an up day. Let's see, what do we trade back down to? Down into that 69 area on the ES. You're drinking hard until Saturday. Hey, whatever gets you through. Whatever gets you through the weekend. I got to do a little grass cutting tomorrow. Got to cut the grass. All right, we traded back up above 50 there. Now we're kind of selling back off. Trying to, anyway. You'll be here Sunday morning? Nice. Well, I guess technically it'll be, yeah, I do that too. I say Sunday morning, even though technically it's Monday morning. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I forgot it was Friday today. I woke up and couldn't, didn't realize it was Friday, really. You got a nice big house? What we got? That's nice. I don't, I live in a small house. Well, relatively small. What is this? 1, 2, 3. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a little bonus room. I moved here from a bigger house, but want to get something a little larger eventually. Maybe in the next 6 months. Depending upon how all this goes, you know. Man, do we dare? Goodness, that was looking like a... I was thinking, do we dare short the 50 again? I don't know that we do, but... Do we dare short through the 50 again? Nah. Let's not push our luck on that one. Let's not push the luck. Oh, your parents gave it to you? That's nice. I'd like to be able to do something for my kids like that one day. Probably not with a house, but maybe with some land or something. I don't know. I moved out of a house that was in a subdivision and would kind of like to have the next house be on some acreage. We'll see. Ugh. Well, this house that I'm in right now, I'm renting. I sold my other house when the market was up. Purchased it in 2019 for what many probably considered to be more than it was worth, and then sold it for a lot more last year. So let's see, sold it for what? Yeah, basically like 70% profit over what I paid for it. Couldn't say no to the money. I do want to buy another house, just want it to be the last house I move into. Want it to be the last time I move. Don't want to move again. Not a fan of moving. Let's see here. What are we getting? Let's see here. Thinking we might get this sell back through 35 here. Potentially. Maybe. Possibly. Potential trades for today, I don't know. It just depends. I'm kind of watching the, like I told you, trying to test out this new kind of scalping strategy. So I am kind of looking at that right now to see if there's any interesting entries. Looking like we might trade back through 35. That's kind of thinking anyway. Potentially. Could be wrong though. As we often are. But it's kind of what it looks like. I'd like to see a strong push down to 35. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You can always look for entries. I don't know. It is non-farm payroll Friday, so it's got to keep that in mind. Not that that means there aren't opportunities, because there certainly are. If I take anything, it's going to be on the scalp level. Just kind of quick 5 handles in and out. All right, see if we can get this push through 35 now. Struggling to get through that 40 area. I think that actually was kind of an area of resistance earlier too. So, I'd like to see if we can get a push through 35 though, see if it can do it. Still struggling to kind of get through that 40 area. May not be able to do it yet. Let's see. Probably it's going down, but who knows? Yeah, you're not wrong there. Snooze fest. Bit of a snooze fest, and as the volume's kind of dropped off for sure. It's just looking at the volume on the 4-minute chart. It's not quite what it was. So you're bailing out. I don't blame you there. Well, enjoy your weekend, futures trader. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one. Potentially might get this thing to move down through 35. It's kind of what it's looking like. The NQ there. Kind of holding up here a little more than I thought it would, though. A little better than I thought it might. All right, kind of moving down now. See if we get this pushed down through 35. That 40 area kind of being resistance there. All right, man. I appreciate it, Futures Trader. I mean, it's trying to get down there, but it's just not got the power to do it just yet. You can see kind of had this consolidation area again. This is going to turn into a little bit of support. Actually, looks like this could potentially move down to that 22 area, possibly. It's kind of what I'm thinking here. I think if we break that 35 area strong, I might consider a short down to the 22. Could be risky. The 22 is just kind of a, there's a fair value gap there, small one. It's a potential bounce spot, but really need to get through that 35 strong there if we're going to get something like that going. Of course, this thing could just bounce right off the 40 and continue higher as well. Oh, no problem, Futures Trader. Appreciate it. All right, I want to get this push through 35 strong here. See if we can get this pushed down. Feels like we sell to the 22s. I don't know how quickly that might be, but that's what it feels like. All right, currently short. Boom. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Quick little, I mean, that was a quick $300 trade right there. That played out perfectly. Got short at the 35 when it broke. Actually got short a little before the 35 right there at 37. Once it broke through the 40. And then covered at the 22.50. For a nice little 15 handle winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So you can see I was just kind of watching the just watching this 37 level here, kind of holding here on the 10-second chart. And once it kind of broke through there, seemed like it was going to trade down, targeting this kind of swing low here. And it just blasted through there. I'm not showing my trades right now just because, I mean, I can show it if you guys want me to. It doesn't matter to me. But it's, I'm on one of these Apex accounts, just a challenge account. And it is, you know, right here on the 10-second chart. So I can move some of this stuff up so we can get to see it better. Like I said, I'm kind of trading this strategy that's not that I'm not super familiar with right now. So that's part of the reason why I'm not really showing it, but I don't mind. I don't care. I mean, you can see I've taken some losses and some wins. Currently up about $183 on this account. So took a couple of big losses, one here, and then winner here, loser there, winner here, winner here. So moved my stop on that trade right there, that long one, and should not have. So it's just something I'm trying to get used to. Did a decent job at picking out that entry there, though. I was pretty happy with that one. That one was okay. I kind of had the same idea here, but then it got a little choppy, and it kind of scared me out, shook me out there from the 40. So that's kind of what we've been doing off the screen there, messing around with that. I guess I closed that out. I guess I could put that down there so you guys can see. Profitable trades 1,400. Losing trades must be 1,200. Yep, 1,270. Total profit 143. So that's the only thing about this scalping strategy. Like I said, I'm trying to get used to it. So trying to perfect it. Possibly. I'm just kind of waiting for a hammer candle to print, I guess, a couple of them. One hammer candle maybe to the downside, see if we move back down. But again, guys, I'm an idiot, so don't be surprised if we take more losers. Probably looking for... So we're kind of in the B leg right here, I think, if I'm reading this right. So you'd be looking for the C leg would kind of be back up, I think. Just kind of watching here. I think I'd like this to go a little lower. Just kind of watching here. We're going to try a long here, try to get this 5 handle move up. Could just be on the, let's see here. I'd like to see a nice hammer candle to print here to kind of give us some confirmation that it's going to move up. Just trying. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and go to break even, so I can't lose on it. I'd like it to go. Yeah, long. Yeah. Stopped us out. Stopped us out for $10 there. Like I said, not 100% confident in this strategy yet, so this could just been might have should have been long from the 23, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Left a little bit on the table there. I think we were up like 70 or 80 bucks there, but it's okay. Let's see here. Pivot on the Nasdaq is all the way down at 15,239. Pivot to the upside was 15,365. So yeah, I think I was just in one leg a little early on this entry here. So I probably should have held this through this drawdown, and then it would have went and hit my target. But like I said, I'm kind of new to this. I'm not, this is not something I'm perfected by any means, but I don't mind looking like an idiot in front of you guys, a little bit. It's okay. I was pretty happy with that one, with that trade, but did take some drawdown on it. All right. Well, if you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. You can comment in the chat box there if you'd like. Helps the day go by faster. Let's take a look at the 1 minute chart here. Let's see, where was the opening price at today? 211. What was the lunchtime high? So basically 278 was the open, or the that lunchtime high. 37. All right, just trying to get some context there. Oh, goodness. On my cord. Kind of look like this is setting up for a short right here. It's like the silver bullet today, maybe a short type deal. Kind of sold off here, created this fair value gap here on the 1 minute chart. Let's check the 3 minute just to get some idea what it's looking like here. This is going to be a tough to say one because you kind of have, you can almost make a case for both sides here, right? Could take a short entry here at 30 and target that 17 potentially. Better entry might be up here at the 36. Looking kind of there at the 3 minute chart. You have this down close candle and this fair value gap. But so potentially this thing trades up into the 36. We may look at taking a short. Kind of riding it back down to that 17 area potentially. Like I said, technically you could take this lower gap entry here, but I would kind of prefer this area because we have this down close candle and this gap. So would probably put my entry somewhere around that 35. Something like that. Maybe target the 17 area. Stop would have to go here. So you'd be risking 8 handles. For a potential, I don't know, how many handles is that? 18? 17? No, it's 18 handles. So something like that's potential. We could take that if we can get this entry here. So we'll leave that on there, see what happens. I mean, even if this thing trades down to the 17 and then trades back up, it's still, as long as it has not visited that gap up there at 35 yet, then it still will be valid. Obviously, I would like to see this go back up and touch 35 before it revisits that 17 area, just because, you know, it could trade into this gap here and bounce out of there and just continue higher. So I'd like it to come back up, tag me in at 35, and then go down and take out that 17. Like I said, it doesn't have to. It could still be valid the other way around, but I wouldn't feel as good about it. So we'd like to get a little bounce here, a little bounce, and tag us in, and then we will see what happens. Let's just check on something right quick. I'm curious. Curiosity kills the cat. Let's go see. Kind of pushing down here. I'll be right back. I'll mute my mic for just a second. All right, it's trading down already without tagging us in there. Makes it a little, I don't know. Could have taken the entry there at the 30, but I just like the 35 a little better. So let's see what happens here. I just would have liked the 35 entry a little better. Now if it trades back up into that 35 level, it's going to make me a little nervous because it could just be trading down into this gap, this lower gap here to move back up. If it doesn't go any lower than this, then I don't feel too bad about it because that's actually one tick away from that gap. So we'll leave it on, see what we get. Really small risk on this trade anyway. We're risking 8 handles, not even, yeah, 8 handles, so like $165, 170 bucks. So it would put us in the red on this account a little bit, but not a big deal. That's kind of the idea of what we got going on here. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you're interested in trading futures, you can see we got the link for the Apex account in the description. Coupon code in the banner there up above for 80% off. They just ended the 90% sale last night and went to the 80%. So, like I said, I'm not feeling as confident about this entry here if it trades back up into that 35 because it did trade below, but you know, that means we can take one tick below there for our take profit, just kind of targeting that swing low if we get tagged in here. Let's see if we can get tagged in. Usually I would have kind of FOMO'd into this trade and just taken the lower entry there. And then it would have came back up later on and potentially tagged me in at the higher entry. And I'd have been mad about it. So it did trade back up into there on that 2-minute chart. The only thing I don't like is, man, it did, you know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we get here. See if we get tagged in or not. Hard for me not to hit the sell button right now, to be honest with you. I want this higher entry, though. Want to have reduced risk. We're already in profit for today, so there's no reason to take any unnecessary risk. Patience is key, and I don't always have that. So let's keep that in mind. In fact, while I wait, I'm going to run get something to drink. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Anything change? What happened? Nothing. Perfect. Perfect. Nothing happened. I was thinking I'd come back and we would be tagged in and be in profit, you know? I guess that was wishful thinking. Wishful thinking on my part. Just gotta put the order on the book here and see what happens. Either give us our setup or we're not going to take it. You see what we're looking at here? We're waiting for the 2 o'clock hour to kind of cross. So cross 2 o'clock right here. So kind of created this gap here that we're looking to, this gap that we're looking to enter on just before 2. But we broke this swing low, and this swing low. So kind of 3 of those have been broken. For a little bearish look there. ES broke this swing low here on the 3-minute chart. Kind of looking bearish as well. Like I said, I could put my order here at 30, 50. And probably would get filled here for this move down. I just feel like we should be able to get this 35 level too. That'll be all right if we can't. Let's kind of look in here and seeing what we might get potentially. Try not to second guess this trade that we got on here. I think it's fine. It's not like we're looking for the world here. We're just looking for 15 points, 20 points, whatever it is. So That setup usually offers about 20 points. So we'll see what we get. If you're new here and you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that for me. Appreciate it. It helps the channel out. Trying to get to 100 subscribers here. We're, I don't know, 7 or 8 away. Trying to push through there on the 100 subscribers. Not that that really does anything, but you know, you got to get to 500 anyway to be partnered. So, like to get there. See here. I think we're at 92. Oh, didn't mean to do that. $92 subscribers. You could be the lucky 100. You would win a prize. Very small prize. A thank you. And that would be it. But that's worth a lot. The thank you is. Maybe we get tagged in here. Could be offsides as well. So we can get tagged in. Might just trade back up into that 30 level and then sell off. I mean, I guess what we could do is maybe place an order there. And then could just place an order there, and then if it trades up into there, we could add a second contract. I guess if we do that, we could potentially leave a runner on for a little bit lower. So maybe we'll try that. Now we're looking for maybe enter one contract at 30.50 and then add a second if it trades back up to 35. Seems reasonable. Might get tagged in here. What's going on here? All right, well, trying to wait here and see if we get tagged in. Trying to get short here at the 30.50. Might get tagged in here. See, trying to test that 30 level again. Kind of tickling it there. There we go. We're tagged in. We are tagged in here. See if this thing trades back down into this 15 area. Or if it just continues to test the push on through there, push on through, give it to us. Gonna go ahead and lock in 5 handles. $100. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on. Come on. Let's get it. All right, we're gonna lock in 10. But we want the full trade here. Come on. Really? One tick. One tick from my take profit. How's it going to do me like that? Well, we're at least going to get 200 here. That's all right. 10 handles. Oh, I guess I didn't quite. No? Yeah, I guess one more tick would have been 10 handles. You see that? How does that do that there? I mean, almost like it hit my take profit. I don't know where it was exactly, but it's right there at it. This could offer one more entry as well, because like I told you, I feel like this is going to trade up to 35. So, but pretty happy with that trade right there. Could have taken the $300, but we'll take 200, 195, whatever it ended up being right there. My horrible math, I thought I put it at 10 handles, and I guess we put it at 9 3/4. But wanted the full 15. Wanted the full 15. We will take it. I'm sure I could have probably just moved my stop to break even there and just left it. It probably will hit my full target, but probably going to sell off more now that I'm out. There you go. There it is. There it is. So sold early there, but that's okay. I mean, anytime you can take 10 points out of the market, you know, it's fine. Nice clean entry, zero drawdown basically. And this usually offers, this is the weird thing I've noticed about this setup. I don't know if you guys have noticed about the silver bullet setup as well. Usually the first test, the first entry and test, like here, is not the best. It's like you'll get 10 handles or something like that, 10, 15 handles. Then it always, almost every time it retests it a second time, and then that's the true sell-off. I think that second one, ICT Teachings, he says that he usually doesn't take profit here, but what he does is if it trades back up in there, he adds. So he would add a contract here. He'd add a contract here, size into the trade, and then get the sell off. So like I said, did outline that. Just took it with one contract. You know, trying to be aware of the fact that we're up a decent amount today and no need to press the button unnecessarily because we are, I don't know what we're up total. I'm horrible at math. So 868. Wait, hold on. 26, 28, 528, 868 here, 837 over here. So that's, we'll call that 1,700. 132 in my funded account. So that's 1832. So yeah, and then 1,077 there. So about a $2,900 day so far. Now the funded is off screen, Jason. I'm keeping the funded off screen there. I can show it to you, but it's off the screen. It's just 132. Oh, I guess I can show it to you right here. It doesn't matter. So there's the funded. 132 on the funded. Didn't take any trades on that one. 342 on that one. Yeah, and 837 on that one. And then 526 here and 1,100 on the other. So whatever I just said that it was, like $2,800. Pretty good day. It's a pretty good day for me. Dog is barking. I don't know what he hears. He hears something though. Who knows what it is? Yeah, I'm only trading that that funded account in London, Jason. I'm not trading that in New York right now. Not until we nail down a bit better, more consistency in the strategy there. Definitely left some on the table here, but that's okay. Let's see which one we took this trade in. This one? No. Yeah, definitely left a little bit on the table here. We took 10 points basically. We sold at the 20. And it's all the way down to the 07s. Left another 13 handles so far on there. If this thing trades through this gap, I mean, there's a chance this thing could just... We could trade back into the 200s here. Which will feel kind of bad, but can't be mad about it. Well, I think I'm probably going to just go ahead and wrap the stream up. We've been live here for a little over 3 hours. And getting kind of hungry. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if you're interested in trading futures, we got the Apex link in the chat or not in the chat, in the description for 80% off. So if you want to support the channel, do those things for me. We'll be live at 3 a.m. for the London session, trading my funded Apex account. So join me for that. Otherwise, we will see you next time. Enjoy your weekend.